going on, all my wrestling fanatics? It's the Don and the guy over there, T Rock. What's going on, T Rock?
Nothing much, man. On wrestling overload right now,
Man, you don't say that. It's so
and it ain't over.
serious. It ain't over.
It ain't over. What's that, Teddy Riley? It ain't over. You thought it
No,
was
it ain't.
over.
We got more to go. Still, what, 2 hours probably tonight or so? So
Yep.
yeah, I mean, it's been a packed week. I'm talking about that's why the one of the titles of the show is 47 and a half hours. That's 47 and a half hours of wrestling in whole just in this week alone. Now you talking about wrestling. That's plenty of wrestling right there.
That's a lot of wrestling.
Whew. Boy,
Ooh
I
wee.
tell you. I mean, just
That's
to the
too much.
47, I was just thinking of like yesterday how I was sitting just locked in from 3 o'clock. I had to pry myself from away from the TV to get out the house because it was, I mean, from NXT then to AEW, all in Texas, and then I mean, yeah, at the end of the night was Saturday night main event was on, so
Yep.
I was like,
Yep.
oh god, this is so much is going on.
I love it though. I love it, but boy, that's a lot of wrestling. A lot of wrestling, but I love it.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, you that's what we want. Want more. So they give us more. Why not?
Please give it to me.
Right. So all right, so I mean, why not? We're gonna start off. I guess we'll start the day yesterday because we just going off of these PLEs right now. I mean, PLEs. I mean, we know we had Raw, we had Dynamite, we had the Friday
Collision.
Night SmackDown. We know we had all
Yep.
that, but we getting right to the nitty gritty. We ready to put our hands right into the mix right now.
Right.
So let's start off with NXT,
Okay.
the Great American
Okay.
Bash. Now that was, I mean, you think when I think of the Great American Bash, I think of NWA to WCW. That's what gets me when I think of the Great American Bash.
Right, right. When I think about it, I think honestly, the man who created it, Dusty Rhodes.
Dusty
You know,
Dusty Rhodes.
that's
He is the
that's
inventor.
the yeah,
Yes.
that and that's what I think about as soon as it comes up. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. I mean, there's been great shows and all that stuff, and I'm glad NXT or I'm sorry WWE, obviously NXT has been able to adopt this name and this for pay per views for the NXT folks.
Right, right. No doubt. No doubt. So let's get right to the mix a little bit. I mean, it was a couple. I mean, we ain't gonna get big into it, I think, but to me, this was a significant match right here. Ethan Page defeats Ricky Saints, and I'm talking about people. If y'all seen this match, there was a lot going on. It was all over the place, all in the arena, all of they backstage, they doing yeah, it was a lot. And I pretty much enjoyed this match. I mean, Ethan Page and Ricky Saints was hey, they some good I mean some wrestlers. They some good personalities. They do their task very well in that ring. And it looked like outside yesterday. So by that, I commend this match. And Ethan Page comes out on top.
Yeah, I liked it too. I was surprised that well, I guess I wasn't surprised, but was surprised at the same time. Ethan Page won the match. Um, I almost feel as though like you know it's either not the end of this rivalry or somebody's getting called up.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
funny.
And I'm
Because
surprised, and I'm surprised it wouldn't be Ethan Page as well.
see, but you're already saying that right there. I mean, I got to move on what I already had in the script.
Okay, all right, all right.
Buy or sell, Ricky Saints will be called up within the next 30 days.
Mm, next 30 days. Ugh.
I'm thinking there's a big event within the next 30 days or so.
Is a SummerSlam coming up in the next
SummerSlam
30?
will be the next best thing.
Yes, yes. So yeah, because that's what I was thinking. If
Mm-hmm.
SummerSlam was coming up, then I'm buying because it's either gonna. it's kind of like one of those after WrestleMania moments. I think it's going to be like after a SummerSlam moment. You'll see you'll probably see him on the main roster somewhere. But if it not, at least just test him out a little bit. You know, what I mean, see where stuff lands because I don't know where his place would be right now on the main roster. But I mean, obviously they're smart. They're people. They'll figure it out or whatever. But I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy it. You just don't take a L like that. I mean, hell, I think he had a belt briefly, or maybe was it North American Championship? I think is what he had
Yeah,
briefly
yeah. Hmm.
already, and and then he does his thing. He's a good wrestler, great character. I'm buying
I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Because
a
yeah,
lot.
I was with that myself. I was thinking whoever loses this match is getting called up. Whoever loses, they getting called up. So once seeing Ricky say so, I thought I heard in the past that Ricky was already on the move, but I see they kept him down there in NXT longer, and I believe he will be that next guy. I mean, especially we've had some injuries going on lately, and that would be more to talk about. But
Mm-hmm.
hey, why not fill a spot up with Ricky? Why I mean, he's pretty hot with the fans too. So hey,
Agree. Yeah. I think you get called up, no doubt.
yeah, yep.
Just some
All
fresh
right,
blood in there.
right, exactly. Oba Finney wins another one and is still your NXT World Champion.
Yeah.
It was a good
Well,
match, though. It was a good
yeah.
match.
It was a really good match. It's almost okay. I I feel like whoever beats him it's going to be worth so much more. Obviously he's been beat already, but I'm just saying, like, it's going to be so much more. It's going to mean something, and that's what WWE has always been pretty good at. Is when you have a match, and having matches mean something, right? And whoever beats him is going to mean something. Obafemi is a bad man, and when he does drop that title, he's definitely getting called up.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, because they
Yeah.
need another big man out there. You know what I mean? And he's a threat. He's a
Oh,
threat. He's
yeah.
not no average dude coming out of NXT. You know what I mean? He's a threat to to some folks. So I'm not really surprised, honestly, because I just think it's about right time, right place, right time at this point.
Yeah, yeah. Because I look like he could be the one guy that it'd be a night where one of these champions or whoever else would be like, I challenge whoever, like an open challenge or something. Like when John Cena made his appearance back in the day when
Right?
Kirk Angle called it out. But now Oba Fini could be one of the next ones up. And hey, like you said, a big guy like that, they not just a dime a dozen because
No.
especially be able to perform.
Right. Because you got your boy in there who had a match. Just won that show. Jasper Troy.
Jasper Troy, yeah.
He's a big boy now. He's
He's
basically
impressive.
Yeah, and he's basically wrecking everybody. You don't care who it is. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He should
Mention
Ethan Page should be thanking him.
right. Yeah. Javon Evans, though. Him and that was a one. I didn't have it marked down, but Javon Evans did end up beating him. But I mean, Javon Evans is a flyer. He gets
Yeah,
around and everything else. So yeah, I forgot about that one. I forgot
yeah,
to
yeah.
mention that.
Oh yeah, he. I feel like Javon's good. I feel like he's probably going to be there for a little bit longer because again, it's about you know when you call somebody up, it's got to kind of make sense or at least
Right.
start to make sense. And he's good and all. And I'm glad they had Randy come down there and have a match with him and all that kind of stuff. And Randy gave him the stamp of approval, you know.
Yeah.
But and he needs it. The kid's good. The kid's really good. Uh, but he needs just a tad more seasoning on him, and I think he'd be good to go.
A little more Lowry's. A little
He
more
gets him a little
Lowry.
old Lowry's on him. I'm starting. I got one in my kitchen. I'm starting using it. Feel like a little more Lowry's on it. Some Lowry's on
Lowry. Yeah, exactly. He needs to
it.
a little bit more
Yeah, little
Lowry's.
Lowry. I do it when they
Uh,
pay us.
right. right there. Right. Lowry's his official sponsor. Coming up soon.
You know that.
Exactly. Man. So all right. So we're gonna go. Let's go straight hop to the night. We're gonna stay WWE style. Saturday night main event. So with that being said, one of the first matches, Solo defeats Jimmy to still stay the US champion.
Saw
Are
that
we
coming
shocked?
a mile away. Not at all. Not at all. My only hope was to see more than just uh, Jacob Fatu come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
exactly. I was
has
hoping
get
Zilla.
some, yeah, or get some extra back out there. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? I'll take Jay at this point. You know, just get a
Yeah.
little extra help out there. You know what I mean? So, but no, it's not a surprise at all because Jimmy didn't stand a chance in this match because of the guys. You know what I'm saying? So of the Tongans,
Right. My my true what is it? My true family? My
something like
MTFs?
that. Yeah, yeah, something like that. Yeah. So yeah, he didn't stand a chance, dude. And it'd be different. He didn't even come out by himself. So what did Jimmy think it was going to happen? You know what I mean?
Right.
So there's only so much you can do. So they're going to have their little conglomerate themselves. It's just a matter of time and see who joins. Like I said, I feel like Jay should be in this.
Yeah, I mean that is. I mean, I don't know if they just give him maybe Jay a little break or something, or played it off after he got tsunami a couple times. But he's gonna have to. Something's gonna have to happen with that. So because they're
Yeah,
gonna have to. I think I wouldn't be surprised if he this coming. Well, they Friday night. Yeah, they Friday night SmackDown. So I wouldn't be surprised SmackDown something happens like somebody shows up then, and not when everybody expecting them to show up this Saturday night. Yeah.
or maybe some good SummerSlam surprises.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. Randy Orton defeats Drew McIntyre. Now, this whole shenanigans is going on with these guys and your boy Logan. I mean, and now we got Jelly Roll in the mixture. Jelly Roll. The crowd was hollering jelly. Jelly. I'm like, okay, Jelly Roll.
Yes, Jelly Roll.
Man,
Yes.
but Friday when he like pushed or threw Logan Paul, I mean, I was like, okay, Jelly, all right. But when Jelly Roll got Claymore, I was dying.
How that man died.
He
How
just
that man
laid.
died that day.
Like, golly.
He sold the hell out of that.
Mm-hmm.
That was good. That was good. Now there was always rumors saying he was already in training or
In
something to
training,
have a
yes.
yeah to have a
Yeah.
match for at SummerSlam anyway. But
I
yeah, dog, I thought he was dead.
It was hilarious because I'm like, oh my, and he just like, I'm like, Jelly
Yep.
Roll, what an act. I'm like, and Logan Paul, when Jelly Roll hit him, he does so extra. Logan is just he just an actor. Like I said, an entertainer. When he came out and Randy Orton was like, "Are you serious? Of all people, you talking about you can't stand this guys or this and that, and who's the entertainer? Who don't supposed to be in the ring?" I was like, this is so hilarious. What a script! Like,
You know what?
so now we gonna have SummerSlam. Randy Orton, Jelly Roll, it's Jelly Roll. Yeah, Jelly
Yeah,
Roll take on Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. Oh my god.
yeah. It was bound to happen. It
Yeah.
was bound to happen. You know. Hopefully we get some at voices in my head Randy Orton again.
Mm.
Because yeah, he's gonna need that. You know what I'm saying? Because you see when he was chopping him, he was just like, "What happened to you?" You know what I mean? And kind of flipped the switch. It's like, "All right, hold on, let me show you. You know what I mean? Show you something." So yeah, now I hope he don't do nothing to Jelly Roll, but because
Right.
Randy been known to do some things. You know what I
You
mean?
are
So
true. You are truly right. I don't think it's the hometown guy, the hometown boy. Both of them
right.
Nashville guys. So yeah, he's gonna
Yeah.
treat
Let's
Jelly
hope.
Roll right.
Let's hope so.
That's because we know he is a legend killer.
Yes, he is. Good God.
Yeah, he might get that kick. Ooh, gosh, if he do, ooh, that would be
This
miserable.
was a great match, though. I enjoyed it.
It was, it was. I must say too, it was a good one. It was. All right, now we got. Oh man, I hate it. I hate to see it. Seth Rollins injured during the match against L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah, too many. I'm telling these injuries are. I mean, Seth Rollins at knee. And I read somewhere it was exactly. Man, I forget how many years was it. 10 years ago, when he got hurt. One of the last times he was doing that buckle about to do that buckle bomb when that knee
Yeah.
gave out on him. And then because at first, right when it happened, I was like, "Oh, Seth is hurt." I mean, it's like, "Oh yeah, that's real." LA and they had to play it off. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go." Did a move on him, finished the match. Like, come on. I mean, we know he's hurt. It's like, do you really need to finish it? But Seth was like, "Yeah, let's finish this real."
Seth is a professional.
He damn sure is, no doubt. Seth
I,
Rollins, freaking Rollins.
yeah, yeah, I like. I'm telling you, man. When it happened, even after the win, still felt like it was a work. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen him do a whole bunch of other things, and now all of a sudden his knee gives out. This particular time, you know what I mean? It's just weird to me. But I mean, all the reports that I've seen, they say it's a legit injury.
Yeah,
So, but at first I was like, this is a work, but I was thinking it's a weird work, you know. Especially after he's like he talking to everybody. He said, okay, yeah, okay, get up. He just basically just got up. You know what I'm saying? L.A. Knight did the finisher, and that was the end of the match. And L.A. Knight didn't look very happy about it either.
no, no, because they said I think I read too where he checked on him also while kind of in there, but he was kind of like, man. And they said after that, they said the rest of the show had to change. I'm thinking how they had to change up the rest of the show, but now I guess what happens now. Now Seth this money in the bank. You think about now, they got to go back to the drawing board and discuss what's going to happen now. What's all going on? Because
Yep, that's true.
is he going to get somebody to stand in for him? I mean, as in take over the posse.
Called the posse. Well, I mean, it would make sense if they gave it to somebody in the crew. You know what I'm saying? Like if Braun or somebody like that had it. Obviously, it's an earned thing, but it's Seth Rollins. And you're gonna be like, hey, I'm just gonna give it to him. You know what I mean? And then they'd be like, well, you just can't do that. They'll have to blah 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 blah. But I think it should remain on that side. I think it should remain with somebody like that, like with Braun or excuse me, Bronson Reed. That's just my personal opinion.
I feel what you're saying. I definitely feel it. I mean, it,
I
it,
think
it
it'll
just
add a little
hurts.
something to it. I think it would
Yeah.
add a little something to it, especially when Seth gets healthy and comes back, and old boy can talk his madness to Seth. You know what I'm saying? Usually Braun Breaker would be like, yeah, I mean, come on, man, I didn't need you in the first place. You know what I
Damn.
mean? That kind of thing.
Brian Breaker's like a loose cannon. He's like he's like a new flying
I
Brian
love it.
Pillman. Right.
I
He took
love
the
it.
mic. They was like, what the heck is going
And
on?
looking at each other like, did you sanction this?
Did you know what he talking about?
Oh, I'm looking at each other like,
That's how it was hilarious. But Brian was like he just had to get it off his chest. He's
hey,
like,
get it off your
yeah.
chest, huh? Say it with your chest.
Alright. Well, after that, though, we had to witness one last ride for one guy by the one word Goldberg.
Go bird.
Gunther defeats Goldberg. And of course, it's not like we were surprised. I hope everyone wasn't, but or anyone wasn't. But I mean, yeah, they could have tried to, but they kept putting it out there anyway. This would be Goldberg's last match. They kept saying it, so it's like,
Right.
so it's not like they're gonna just.
As it should. I mean, Goldberg's what in his 60s now?
Oh man, I think he's at least 58, maybe. I know it was
Yeah,
something. It was something
something
close to that.
close.
Yeah,
He's
it was
pretty
close.
close.
Yeah,
And
but He won titles
Yeah,
in '93 and stuff.
I'm saying, right? So for me, it's like this. Everybody knew that Gunther was going to win the match. It was all about how,
Right.
and the how for me was the part. So how he won, I, I don't know how I feel about it, honestly. I don't know how I feel about it. Had it just been a regular wrestling match, we pinned him clean, I might have felt, okay. But to submit him and basically put him to sleep for his last match, I don't know, just doesn't sit right with me for some reason. I don't like it.
Okay. All right. I'm kind of feeling. I'm kind of what you coming from. Where you coming from out
Yeah,
there? All
it's
right.
Goldberg.
Yeah, it is Goldberg, one of the greatest WCW champions of all times,
Right.
who went on that unstoppable streak of 100 and something something and zero, and went on to have the title. Was the one of the first guys to have two titles at one time. He did have the United States champion and the what was that United States champion? Yeah,
Hmm.
and the world title. But myself, I actually was happy for this match, as in, it didn't look like any botches went on. The match went fairly decent. I thought pretty much better for Gerber than I thought it'd be for Goldberg. Uh, Gunther did some, good acts, I guess, away, along during the match. And the one time when Gunther smacked him and he just smiled at him, I was like,
Yeah,
okay, that's good. That's good.
that's,
Like,
that's, that's Goldberg.
yeah, that's
That's,
oh,
that's,
good. Right.
that's Goldberg. Yeah.
But I mean, I wasn't really disappointed in how it ended. I mean, as in he put on a strong fight, and they had it played it off with the whole like he was favoring his knee during the match or whatever else, and limping, so made it like, yeah, I can't go full out, but he did. He did hit the spur and he hit the jackhammer on him.
Yeah.
So I think we
Very
got it.
true.
Yeah, I'm
I mean,
glad
we
he
we got we
did
got
hurt.
our taste. We got our taste of Goldberg. You know what I mean? And I get everything. With his son jumping the thing. You know what I'm saying? Getting in
Yeah.
what's his name, Gage, I think, getting
Yep.
in his Gunther's face and all that stuff. And I mean, we got the show. I just don't like the way it ended. I feel like those people and I never watched the show, but those people who watch Lost, you know what I'm saying? When they got to the end and everybody's like, huh? I don't like the way that ended. Well, that's how I feel about this match. I don't know. I just felt like for me, it should have just been a clean pin. You know what I'm saying? Call it what it is, get him out of the ring. But I mean, since it was Goldberg, I guess you had to put him to sleep. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah. Now, well, my question. Let me ask a quick question then. Before we leave Gunther, who's Gunther's next challenger?
It's gonna be a good one because they got to set him up for SummerSlam.
All right.
And hmm, I don't know who's in the. I'd have to think about that one for a little bit.
Hey, I mean,
We'll
that's
save that
now
one. We'll save that one for the next.
right because that's why we'll
Yeah,
come back
we'll
with
save
you
that for the
because
next show.
let's give you something to think about. Till next time.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's move on to man. Why not? We're gonna go to the women of the WWE. I mean, these women are showing out now these days. So we have Evolution. Evolution. Hey, that's coming out tonight. I believe at 7, maybe 7 o'clock.
I think Sam's pre-show. I think it's showing maybe at 8. At least that's
Okay.
what I thought I read. Could be wrong, but at least that's what I thought I read.
All right. So we're gonna get to the what I think probably start the show off the women's battle royal for a shot
Yeah.
for the title. SummerSlam. Man, why
Already
not?
got. Yep. Already got my favorite.
I was going to say we got quite a bit.
Yep.
Let me go with the kind of Alba Fire, B Fab, Candice LeRae, Chelsea Green, Ivy Now, Izzy Dane, my girl Jada Parker, Jada Parker. I'll let you boy. Leah Miss Kalia Jordan, who just recently got engaged to Carmelo Hayes.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
I did not know
Lash.
this. Congrats.
Yes. Maxine Dupree, Natalia, Nia Jax, Nikki Bella, Stephanie Becerra, uh, Miss Vega, Lola Vice. Yeah, there's some hitters, and that's not even all of them. It's gonna be we know it'll be a couple more to hop in there. So
Absolutely.
who you grabbing? Who's your shot? Who's your woman for the match?
Mine is Stephanie Vaquer.
Stephanie Becerra.
Stephanie Vaquer should, I think she should move on to the next right. I think Julia still holds the title, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so I'm going Stephanie Vaquer. She's right now, she's the most, I guess, popular, one of the most popular women in the division right now. You know what I'm saying? She's a damn good wrestler. She gets crazy pop when she comes out. You know, the fans love her. And again, she's really good in the ring. And when she does her, what's that kiss, whatever that thing is she does.
Oh
Can't remember what
yeah.
they call it. The kiss something,
Yep.
the devil's kiss or
The
something
devil's
like that.
kiss. There we go. Yep.
Yeah, when she does that, you know, fans go crazy, right? So I'm going Stephanie Vaquer, my favorite to win. But it should be, as my man JR says, a slobber knocker.
A slobber knocker. JR said he showed up this past week. Hey, JR.
Hey,
Alright, so let me see. I mean, I want to give it to my girl Jada, but I don't
she's
know if
good.
they want to throw up her yet, because by women that battle royal, that's gonna be that's top notch. Now I did think about Stephanie, but will they try to pull some shenanigans and give it to Nikki Bella? Hmm.
No, no,
Hmm.
I don't. If they do that, I'd be so mad. But no, I'd be so
Exactly.
upset.
And
Don't be
that's how they
waste.
do stuff
Don't be wasting my time. You know what I mean?
yeah.
She gonna get a title shot, and everybody knows she ain't gonna win the title. You know what I'm saying? Don't be wasting my time. Give me somebody who has a legit chance of winning the title, and Stephanie Vaquer all day long.
Alright. uh, yeah, I'm gonna go with the
Ste-
long one. I mean, they
Come on, Jada.
WWE does stupid stuff at times, and
You all right?
yeah, Nikki Bella.
Ah.
WWE just does stupid stuff.
You should have just stuck with Jada Parker, and I'd have been okay. Okay, that makes sense.
But I'm just
You know
saying,
what I'm saying, because she's one of the very few women, even in NXT, who's done like a street fight match. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like been hit with things and stuff. So she definitely got the toughness to do it. But
yeah.
man, don't be ruined. You done ruined the show for me now. I'm
I
done.
really so when the show started. Ah,
Oh, golly.
all right, let's go. Hey, another brawl that's about to happen. These women been going at it for months and months and months. Jada Cargill versus Naomi, special guest referee Bianca Belair. Woo!
Uh, I don't know. I mean, I like the match. Don't get me wrong. I just don't, and I think adding Bianca is a good little twist, if you will.
Most definitely.
And then is Bianca going to call it down the middle?
Mm,
That's going to be the thing. This is why this interests me a lot.
yep.
This match is going to be interesting in itself because I love Jade, but Jade doesn't have near as much seasoning on him as Naomi and Bianca. So I'm just trying to see how this match is going to go. It's like one of those. I got the really athletic person versus the real strong person kind of match. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then you got Bianca, who's a good mixture of both, strong and athletic. in there in between. So I don't know. I don't know. I feel like shenanigans is going to happen in this match. I really do. I don't feel like it's going to be something. Something's going to happen. Whether somebody gets pinned clean or something, because it wouldn't make sense for Naomi to get pinned clean, especially after winning the briefcase. Uh, Money in the Bank. But at the same time, Jay Cargill losing this match does nothing for her. I mean, I don't know if I can't say if it necessarily hurts her. So some shenanigans gonna have to go down for it to make sense, I guess. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, but we'll see.
myself, myself, when I just watched, it was what was it, Saturday night, and when they announced the special guest referee, because I was already in the point like, is Jada just gonna win again? I mean, it's an ongoing saga, but now once they got Bianca Belair, I think the heel turn is about to happen. Bianca and Naomi are going to take out Jada
Yeah,
because
take out Jay. Why? You really think so? They're gonna
I
take out
think
Jay?
I think they about to take her out. I mean, Jada's about to get the spotlight because she's about to go on. You think SummerSlam? She's about to get a, title shot at SummerSlam with your
Yeah,
girl Tiffany Tye.
yeah,
So
true.
I just think it's about to be that. It's about to be that time for that heel coat. Bianca's about to be. I mean, you get the street profits of how they being now. They've been on the
Right.
edgy side. So Bianca, I mean, she's been that fan favorite. Everyone loves her. The hometown Tennessee star and everything else. But now, I think it might be that time. And what better time to do it than Evolution?
Yeah. Good point. Good point.
Yeah. So
Okay,
why
I
not?
will. Why not? Go ahead and switch it up a little bit.
Right. I mean, hey, you gotta have some type of
Yeah,
something to
I'm
hit you
switching
with.
up a taste.
Right. All right. So we got now. Now this right here. It was so many women in this. I just didn't want to feel. It'll fill the whole screen up. It felt like women's
Right.
four-way tag team title match going on. I already know who I got, but we gonna go with the participants in this title match. Roxanne Rodriguez. I mean, dang, I put them together. Raquel Rodriguez, Roxanne Perez. Other than we got Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, the Kabuki Warriors, and we got Soul. Now, I don't know how she pronounced that last.
Zaria.
Yes. So we got both of them, and this match is probably going to be chaos probably by the
Yeah. I like Soul Ruka. I think she's gonna her first of all, her finishing move is
Oh my
fantastic.
gosh,
The Soul
I love
Snatcher
it.
is a
That
great
soul.
finisher.
I love it. When I
Um,
seen it the
oh,
first time, I was like, "What did you just
yeah,
do?"
that's one of the best finishers in wrestling. Um, she's gonna. I think they're gonna do well. I don't. Obviously, they're not gonna win. The obvious winner is going to be Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. They're going to win the match.
Yeah, that's exactly I already had.
Yeah,
Once they put them together, I was already like,
yeah.
"That's champions right there." They think, and then it's how they going back and forth and the stuff like that. I love it.
It helps put Charlotte Flair back into the scene. Have a belt. Since her return, she hasn't been. The fans haven't been too kind, so to speak, of her return. So if you put her in there with Alexa, somebody they're happy to come back with,
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying she can have a title reign that way. So
Good point. Yeah,
yeah,
very good point. All right, let's move it on to JC Jane and Jordan Grace.
uh,
I'm looking at this. This is just like I looked at the Ethan Page and Ricky Saints myself.
mm-hmm. Yeah, yep. I mean, I see it as I see it as Jay Uso and Solo Sikoa. Like JC Jane has backup. Jordan Grace does not. So that's how I'm seeing it. Um, And again, I think Jordan Grace is also one of those women who to be called up here pretty soon. Anyway, uh, let JC have her reign as champ because eventually, when Jordan Grace gets called up, she's gonna have her reign as champ. She's good. You know what I mean? She's got the look, the physique that no other woman in the division has right now. You know what I mean? She's already been the what's that knockouts champion. Um, so I think JC Jane wins this on shenanigans, but
Mhm.
Jordan Grace gets called up.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yep. That's what I was looking at too. I was looking at JC Jane the win to keep it going because it looks like, especially where you got champions going against champions now with TNA, and got still with her group, they're taking on numerous of other individuals now, still fighting for it. Well,
Hmm.
Jordan, I think this is her shot. Just they showing it, like her way out, and she'll be up. I wouldn't I wouldn't be surprised if it's the next show she's up. Like she
Right,
shows up on Monday Night Raw tomorrow.
right. Put her on a bigger stage. You know what I'm saying? Put them both on the bigger stage, actually.
True that.
Because JC's good. She's
I
real good.
didn't I didn't even realize how good she was till I have watched some of her went back and watched some of her matches after she won the title. Cause I was like, JC Jane, like really? I forgot. I mean, I was like,
Well,
oh, okay,
when
okay,
she was
JC.
with her and Gigi Dolan and Mandy Rose, they were
Yeah.
doing that. She was a tag team champion.
Mm-hmm.
So being a champion is not foreign to her. It's just all about how it's going to come back around. So
Very true. Very true. Then we got another right here. This is a wowzer. We got Becky Lynch, Bailey, and Laura Vaquera. Uh, this is gonna be this will be going on. This whole I was about to say, but I'm not about to say because the word I was about to use. But this whole three these three ladies, let's say that, been going
right,
on at it for a while. So it's about
yeah,
time for this to happen.
yeah. It was just a matter of time. Um, I think obviously Bailey just wants her recognition again. You got Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria, who just want to just have beef now because of Becky. So if we're calling the match, Becky retains.
Becky returns.
Becky retains. Yep.
I'm right with
Because
you.
because I think a lot of this, especially with the match between Becky and Lyra and Bailey and Lyra, have all been to help Lyra get over. And I'm pretty sure she's not. Oh, she's getting there, but she's
Yeah.
not over quite yet. She's having the same kind of what's the word I'm looking for? She's having the same kind of uh, 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 I guess journey as Becky had. Becky didn't have her thing until she turned on Charlotte.
Yeah.
And then after she did the turn, what I'm saying, everybody started cheering for her. Then she became the man. And then everybody loved her,
The
right?
man was
'Cause
all yeah.
I was always a Becky fan
Hmm.
personally. Um, but yeah, she again, she was just one of those people that just didn't get enough. So I'm not saying that Lyra's got to do that same thing because they're really trying to get her over, but it's going to be something's she's going to have to turn complete heel or something's going to have to happen. Something's going to have to happen for Lyra to get over.
Yeah. Yeah. And it probably will have to be a heel turn, I would think. Or have to, maybe it's gonna be more to it, it seems like.
Yeah,
Because she just getting that uh like because it ain't no pop when when they have that name called
yeah,
her entrance music, ain't no fans going wild or anything else. But you still
right,
got Becky and Bailey. Becky's she's all booze, but still you get booze and cheers because people
right.
still Becky fans.
Because because you got reaction.
Reaction, good way to put it, yes sir. And
Yeah,
that's all WWE asked for. Like you said, beef serious. That's what they want. They want some type of reaction, to boo or cheer,
Yeah,
fussing and cussing and whatever else. They just want your reaction to get some type of noise up in there to give you, the pop.
right.
That's what it takes. So I'm right with you. Yeah, something's gonna need to happen, and I'm with you with Becky will retain this title.
Absolutely.
Oh, oh, skipped a little bit. All right, but we going to Io Scott versus Rhea Ripley for the title. So what you got? Because man,
Well, unless I don't anticipate anybody helping coming out and helping out EO. The Kabuki Warriors are not going to do anything. I don't think anyway. And all of a sudden, unless Rhea still has beef with somebody, and hopefully that whole beef with Raquel Rodriguez and all that's and
yeah,
Roxanne Perez and all that's going. If that has nothing to do with any of this, Rhea I don't think has ever beat EO,
never.
but I think this will be the time that she does it. So as long as everything stays everything, I'm saying Rhea is going to get the title back.
You know, I do agree with you on that because,
Yeah,
like they said, this time I think they pushed it so much, as in they said, Rhea's never beat her, Rhea's never beat her, Rhea's never beat her. They've said it so much, you're like, she got to beat her now. I mean, this is that
right.
moment because Rhea's always now she's gonna go down as one of the top of all time. She's
Oh,
first,
absolutely.
as they say, first ballot Hall of Fame. Rhea will be, and it's time for her to get the title that she can start. As in including how many titles has she's had. I mean, she's won it at least maybe 5, 6 times, something like
Yeah.
that.
Has it been that many?
I
I
mean,
don't
it
even feel like
seemed
it's
like
been that many
maybe
because
maybe.
because she was in a she held a title in NXT. Yeah, I don't think it's been that many.
Hmm, good question to look up.
But 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 yeah, I think like I said, without shenanigans. First of all, both of these women put on great matches. Uh, but like I said, without shenanigans, Rhea is definitely uh, the winner.
I mean, it's just a
And,
thing. I
yeah,
think it's
she's
just
only 20 something too, so you know what I mean.
yeah, 28. Rhea Ripley is 28. Who'd have thought? Hmm.
Who would have thunk it?
Right, but yeah, I mean, I'm with you though because, like I said, it's that time, and then they can get as in more who's coming after her next. Maybe Io Sky need to take some time or something. I don't know. I don't just see this gonna be an ongoing uh battle back and forth. I see it's just time to step up and be like, hey, Rhea, I'm next in line. I could have one of those
Right.
NXT women to come up and be like, hey, holla at me.
Wouldn't you like to see a Rhea Ripley Jordan Grace match?
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
I like how that sound. I like it
Yeah,
a
a
lot.
lot. I like it a
All
lot.
right, probably. I'm thinking this might be the main event, but hey, who knows?
Maybe a
But we
double
do
name.
got Tiffy time, Tiffy Stratton, probably the EO Scott. Ripley should be, but
Yeah.
Tiffany against Trish Stratus.
I mean, it should be a good one. This helps solidify Tiffany a little bit more, especially after beating Charlotte and things like that. Because everybody knows Tiffany, although she is, her character is very annoying for me anyway. She is very good in that ring.
Yes, yes.
She's very good in the ring. I love the way Trish is coming back. Saying to do this thing. Trish is not going to win this match. Um, but I will. My curiosity is after Tiff Stratton wins. I'm saying? What's that going to look like between her and Trish? You know what I mean? Is it going to be, hey, shake hands, or she's going to be like, I'm done with you, flip her hair, and you dismissed, and I'm moving on to the next person, that kind of situation. Or
Mm,
have to be concerned with that person who, who wins the the Battle Royal.
Yeah. Or does Jade come out? Hmm.
Who Jade?
Yeah, because that's who she
Oh
will
yeah,
have to. Yeah, I think that's
yeah,
who.
yeah. We'll
So,
see.
mm,
We shall see.
yeah, because it's going to be interesting. Is this to me? I was thinking, is this Trish Stratus retirement match? Is this her retirement match? Is this it?
I don't know. I don't know because you can kind of she stays in good enough shape and all that stuff where you can still kind of bring her in. I mean, she's getting older, obviously, but I don't know. I mean, I think if it was going to be a retirement match, they would have announced it.
Yeah, it might be very true. Very true. So we probably haven't seen or after tonight. Probably won't see the last of Trish Stratus.
Right.
But I didn't think about it once I got on the show. I did wear my DX for a reason because I was like, are they ready? And I wanted to do a couple X's, but I was ready to get all into the juice, all up into the pot of the meat. I was ready, but this is back in those DX days. Hey, those DX days that was some of the greatest wrestling and act entertainment. Let's put that. Some of the greatest
Yes.
entertainment of all time, right there.
Yes. 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 They were trying to stay on Mondays. They're trying to still
Yes.
stay on TV. You
Man.
know, 'cause I think it was a Raw. I think Raw is what the longest episodic TV show running in history ever,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. And it's still going.
Still going.
That's crazy, man.
It
It's
is.
crazy.
So before we move on to AEW, let me think of this. Best for business. Great American Bash, as of yesterday, and Evolution, same weekend as AEW. And plus, Beyonce is ruling Atlanta right now. So,
Yep,
was that best for business or what? I don't know. Was WWE thinking about what they was doing before they did it?
I think so. I think they knew exactly what they was doing. And my sister's going to a concert tonight. Birthday gift for herself, but
Okay. Okay. My.
that's why I had to take her to the airport this morning. But in Cincinnati,
oh,
but
oh,
yeah, I had to drive
yeah.
to the airport in Cincinnati. Well, she drove, I slept, and then I drove back.
Okay.
But yeah, I think so because this gives you a gauge of where you're standing against the competition, so to speak. Right? Um, it's not like WWE or we'll say this. It's not like AEW put their pay per view all in their biggest one same time as WrestleMania, right? They wouldn't have done that.
Oh, no.
That's not good for business at all, right? But to have an NXT because that's who they're let them tell that's kind of who their competition is anyway. WWE, not AEW.
Right.
WWE, what I'm saying their developmental is always seems to always be up against them anyway. So why not? I'm sure. Why not? What I mean? I anticipated, AEW probably get more viewership because of it, but yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, see where you stand. See where your developmental stands up against a whole other promotion.
I feel you. I definitely because you get. I mean, that's exactly what it is. The Great American Bash literally went head on against All In Texas, and hey, that I mean, you going up against. I mean, especially it's one of their biggest pay per views of all year. You going up against.
Right.
So, and by you got WWE having Great American Bash. They having Saturday night main event and Evolution all in the same weekend, all in Atlanta. It was hey, it's like see what we can do.
And I think accessibility is also a good thing or a main contributor when it comes to WWE because you can pay what $10 a month at Peacock and watch it stream there. So then you go for their PLEs, and then you got pay per views with you got to pay $50 to watch.
Hey, you're very right there. You got a point you are making. I'm talking about. You are on it
Yeah,
right there because you think about, and then the Prime try to have a little offer. Hey, if you order AEW with us, you can get a $10 credit.
I'm good.
Yeah,
It's-
I'm
I
trying to
like
take.
wrestling,
I'm
but
tr-
$50.
yeah, I'm trying to take the back. Trying to
Right?
go through the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
loopholes. Yeah,
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, no way, dude.
yeah. Right.
Now, not. I'm just saying that's for me. Obviously, they do have their fans who would do that, that kind of stuff, but not me.
Oh, most definitely. Oh, most definitely. I mean, because it was a show. It was a show, and the stadium was jam packed for AEW, all in Texas. This I give it to them. The audience was great. The like they didn't have. It seemed like no, as I've seen different pictures and different videos of them just scanning around the arena like that. The arena looked jam packed. So for them to put on a great show, as we know, it's one of their top shows of all year. They did what they did. They held it down and they had a great show.
All right.
So
Yeah.
we're gonna start off
Absolutely.
just we're gonna start well. Then your guys, because I'm looking at the shirt. The Outrunners, I had the Outrunners put on a great match just the other day against FTR, and they went against FTR once again. They
Yes,
got to, I
yeah.
had them to get that win, and they was this close to pulling it off. But
Yep.
shenanigans, and then your boy Stokely, old Stokely on the side,
Oh, Stokely.
man.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. I don't. I like FTR. I liked them when
yes,
they were at the revival. Still,
yes,
I thought when, especially with NXT days when they were there, and I saw these guys, I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Like them, AOP, I think Street Profits, um, and things like that. That really drew me in to
yeah,
NXT. The old black and gold brand. I mean, that really drew me in. And they was like, no flips, just fists. You know what I'm saying? The theme music was dope, and they felt like a tag team. You know what I
yeah.
mean? They didn't feel like two people they just put together. They felt like a tag team, and I loved it. I still love them now. Don't get me wrong, but I loved it. Um, but I think I love the Outrunners. Obviously, I have the shirt. You know what I'm saying? I love their whole gimmick, the '80s, twirl thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're, what I'm saying, they come off that with that same kind of energy in interviews, and they're fantastic in the ring. You know what I mean? They pull off everything in the ring, um, fantastically. Now, unfortunately, I didn't think they were going to beat FTR because FTR, especially after just turning heel, you know what I mean? They had to keep the heel thing going.
Yes.
So as much as I wanted them to win, you know what I'm saying, I don't think it would have probably hurt FTR for them to win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Oh, so let's go. We're gonna hit right here to the Trios Championship. The Ops defeat the Death Riders and retain the AEW World Trios Championship. But after the match, Samoa Joe took the bad end of it, and he got put cheer to neck, neck to cheer, and yeah, that wasn't no pretty sight. I don't
Mm-mm.
know, who knows how long what they gonna do. Myself, I'm thinking like, so what's the next big thing? Where are they going with this? Is Samoa Joe gonna be out? I mean, what they gonna do with these trios championships? Since I mean, the trios, I've liked it from way back in the day. My guys, back in the Freebird era, so the Von Erichs and everything else back in those area, world class wrestling. But now, what are the ops going to do when they one man down?
I don't know what they're gonna do with him now. Now, to keep in mind too, they just basically writing Joe off TV so he can go film that show. What is that? Is it Twisted
Oh,
Metal?
Twisted Metal. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all that's about. You know what I mean? He's gonna have to go. Get that handle. He'll be back after that. But who they're gonna bring in, I don't know. That's a good question. Um, Obviously, they got things they can figure out. But yeah, that. But yeah, Joe's. They had to do something to write him on TV for a while so he can go handle his get his acting on or whatever. Although you don't see his face, but whatever. Got to get his acting on. So and he doesn't do the voice for the character anyway. So
I didn't even think about that. He doesn't do the
yeah,
voice.
no, he
I
doesn't do
watched.
the voice for the
Yeah.
character.
I watched some of the. I watched it, so it's nothing that I'd be like, I gotta make sure I watch it. I ain't all caught up, but I have watched some of it. So
Oh yeah, yeah, I liked it. I like it. I thought it was a really good. I think it's a really good show. I thought it was funny. You know, uh, it had its moments, but yeah, yeah, he's plays the crazy dude. Yeah, he doesn't do. I'm trying to think of the guy who does his voice. It's I can see his face clear as day. He hosts like he's been on like Arrested Development. He hosts the Lego show. I think he does the voice for Lego Batman.
yeah.
It'll come to me.
Uh,
Will something. Will
I was gonna.
something.
I was gonna say that voice right there. He said for Batman on the Lego. I do remember that, but now I can't think of it anyway. Woo. Well, the TNT title got vacated because Adam Cole injuries, injuries, injuries. I'm telling you, I feel like I'm watching the NBA playoffs. It's injury season. Like, come on. We got plenty of injuries out there. It's like every other week somebody's getting injured next. Then Adam Cole, now he's injured. He had to vacate the TNT title. So with that, when he vacated, came down to of all people, I really didn't know myself. I'm saying of all people because I'm like, y'all let Dustin Rose win. Defeats Daniel Garcia, Cal Fletcher, and Sammy Guevara. I just didn't pick this one. I really didn't. I mean, I
I
didn't
don't think
know.
anybody did.
Right, he was even in the picture to be in the TNT title race. I mean, they throw people out there for it every now and then, but Dustin is also the Ring of Honor Trios champion. Dustin's also the Ring of Honor Tag Team champion.
Put
So
it on him.
Dustin Rose belt collector now. I mean,
Put
really?
it on him. Put the straps on him. Cause he ain't got much time left.
No, he really don't. He really don't.
And I love Dustin. You know what I'm saying? I'm from even back, way back in the day. You know what I mean? Before Gold Dust. You know what I mean?
Before
Like,
Gold Dust.
I've always liked him because of he reminded me a lot of his dad for one. And he wasn't always that body guy. You know what I mean? He didn't always have the rippling muscles,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But he was a big old dude who, saying would beat you up. You know what I mean? So I've liked him for years and years and years. So like I said, he doesn't have much time left, man. Give the man a legacy. You know what I'm saying? Let his legacy other than being an IC champion and being Gold Dust. Androgynous dude who comes down, with a wig on. You know what I mean? Just give him something else to hang his hat on, and I think that's perfect.
I'm with you. I'm with you. It just shocked me. I was just like, of all people, y'all let and
Yeah,
how he won, and it was just like a roll up or package. And so I don't see him. I think Sammy might go back to being what he used to be because it seemed like he wasn't all that thrilled at first when he got the win, but I think he changed it up afterwards. But it's like, all right, all right, all right. But with that being said, by ourselves, Dustin would lose the title to one of those men he beat.
yeah. If he does, it'd be Kyle Fletcher.
That's I'm going with.
Yeah, if he does, it will be Kyle Fletcher. Kyle Fletcher, he's kid's good.
He's good.
Um, he's real good. He's very good. Puts on a great show. Obviously, not scared to take some really hard bumps.
Hmm.
Um, You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I say if he does, they need. I think he's already been at. I'm not sure if it was AEW. But he's already been a tag team champion. So, but yeah, Kyle Fletcher. If any of them would be Kyle Fletcher.
That was my exact pick right there because I already had in my head Cal Fletcher was going to beat Adam Cole for the TNT title coming this match. But now we seen it Dustin. I was like, yeah, Cal got to be next. I just think.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just think because I've watched him now and after the whole him and Will Ospreay once they traded over and Will Ospreay he was fighting and I seen something I was like, hey, I like this guy, because I
Yeah,
wasn't a big fan of him. I watched him a lot before then, but once I started seeing him and Will go at it for a while, I was digging it. I definitely was digging it.
absolutely, dude.
Yeah, Cal Fletcher.
Absolutely. Yeah, Kyle Fletcher. He's. I think I got to see. What did he when they came here? Did he wrestle that night? I could have sworn he had.
I'm not for sure. I'm thinking he did. I think so.
I'm thinking he did too. Because at the very least, I remember Penta. Obviously, not on the main show, but definitely Penta situation. So
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Will Ospreay, as we just brung up, Will Ospreay, my guy, and Swerve Strickland defeat the Young Bucks for the Young Bucks to lose control of the EVP power. Hmm. What are they going to make out of this?
it's gonna be interesting.
It will.
It's gonna
Because
be interesting.
I'm telling you, I like the Will Ospreay Swerve Strickland interaction tag team because they was like click, 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 just like moves. I mean, it tells you that they really practice hard together, in the gym or whatever else and behind the scenes where they was like, yeah, let's hit this move, bop, bop, And I was seeing some, and even probably in rehearsal with the Young Bucks, they had, hey, they put on, but that's myself. Will Ospreay always puts on a great match, and Swerve, he's one, he's generational. So
Yes,
yeah, they
Swerve.
they put on a great match.
Oh yeah, that's probably one of the best spots of the night with him doing that rapid. You got super kicks and you got uh, Canadian destroyers and kicks in the head and just all kind of just what I'm saying, one after the other after the other after the other. That was all well timed. Uh, you had four really good athletes.
Yeah, no
I'm
doubt.
saying the young bucks are spot guys anyway. That's their thing, right? They're there to do spots. You know what I mean? To come up with something everybody's going to talk about later. I'm not hating them for it, but that's just what they do,
It is true.
right?
It is true. Didn't think about that. No, really. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but but I think this is the perfect opportunity for them to come up with a good story now.
Yeah. Yep.
Please
Cause
just don't let it lay where it is. Story time.
mm, I jumped right there to hit the little too quick. But the
That's
Tony
all good.
Storm defeats Mercedes Monet, the one and only. Now that's the belt collector, but she won't be collecting the AEW Women's title.
No, sir.
Great match. I want to tell you this. Great match. They took bumps. They took hits. Tony Storm, one point she had Mercedes Monet up like she was about to power driver or whatever that move, and she, let's say, she took a crotch shot at Mercedes Monet, the weird type of way that nobody normally takes crotch shots. So yeah, it was great, but when Tony came off the top rope with it, I'm like, oh, please let her be good because that just looked dangerous. Like if that goes one way too wrong, that's your neck. Crack.
Done. Yeah. Yeah. Great match. Great match. I didn't expect anything less, honestly, from these two. Uh, Mercedes, she's a seller extraordinaire. Like every move that somebody does to her just looks like it hurts or it's devastating. And she's obviously she's good on the offense as well. Tony Storm, she's probably one of the more consistent wrestlers out there. You know, um, she deserves high praise, high praise. She's come a long way, and she's done well. This is probably, and I went like I said, I went back and watched the highlights and stuff. One of my favorite matches to watch the highlights on because of the stuff that they did. It was fantastic. Really good match.
Oh yeah, yeah, most definitely. I mean, like they just Tony Storm. I just love her character. I just love her character, and she's made it what she is. It's ridiculous, great. I mean, the black and the black and white, the cinematic entry,
Yeah,
and it's lovely. And Mercedes Monet, she's she's one of her own. I mean, she just wins, wins, and wins, and that's actually her
no matter what.
first loss. Yeah, her first loss in AEW. Her first loss.
And it's a good thing they gave it to Tony because you don't want to pretty much lose to pretty much at this point anyway,
Yeah,
lose to anybody but her.
right. No doubt, because keep winning till she got the title shot. She loses, but she's like, hey, I'll be back. Pretty much like that. So hey, no doubt.
No doubt.
So next up, Okada defeats Omega for the new unified title. Now, this right here was kind of interesting to me because as of last week, or I think, or 2 weeks ago, where Tony Khan was like, yeah, the international title, and the continental title, they ain't gone nowhere yet. Like, hold up. What are you doing,
Mhm.
Tony? Are you keeping the titles? How can you do that if you unifying the titles? Like, let's get that straight. I need you to put that out there and be more clear that the unified title is those titles combined, and that's it. They gone. And it's one
Yeah.
channel. I mean, come on. But this was a great match. Of course, you know
Oh yeah.
Omega and Kata was going to put on one for the show. That's what they do. They've been doing it for years and years and years. And
Yeah. I think it's like their fifth match or something.
yeah, and it was always going back and forth. And I know I sit back and watch and even went and dug up some of the archives from when the past over New Japan and everything else. And he's like, wow, you can't beat that as in these two men going at it.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I agree. They've put on as it was Dave Meltzer's 5-star matches. Um, since the beginning. Um, I don't know if I'm surprised Okada won. Uh, he has been there, been more consistent. Obviously, Kenny was out for a while.
Hmm.
Health stuff. Um, but I think this also helps move other things forward too. Um, heck, as far as we know, this could have been Kenny's idea. You know what I'm saying? Just say, hey,
Yeah.
put the strap on him, and let's see where this thing goes from here. No, I'm not. I don't like I said. I don't think I'm surprised at the outcome because I think moreover, especially when it comes to these two, it's about the actual match and the story they're telling in the ring
Hmm.
more than who actually wins or loses.
Very good point. Most definitely. I feel you right there because we know I think in AEW think they give a little bit more kind of opinion of hey what the wrestlers think and I definitely don't disagree with that. Could have probably been it. Kenny could have been like,
Hmm.
hey, why don't we do this? Swave it towards Okada and see where the next guy who comes up and with this unified title.
Right.
Who's the next guy up? So maybe so. We'll see what's next. Probably come Dynamite Wednesday. All right. So we got the women's gauntlet casino, women's casino gauntlet winner, Athena. Yes, I loved it. I loved it. I mean, the whole gauntlet, the casino gauntlet, it's different. I mean, it's what is it? I mean, it's pretty much like the no, tell you what, it's not because it got to that little stipulation in you can win in any time because you got it coming out. And if you
Hmm.
get pinned, I mean, I was thinking about it's like the battle, the Royal Rumble, but at the same time,
Hmm.
You get pinned, you could be the fourth person, and it's over. It's over
Right,
early.
because yeah, about yeah. So there is no pins in the Royal Rumble.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
So
hey, but I mean, we had, Willow Nightingale, Ty Mello, Julia Hart, Queen of Mathena, Sky Blue. And the funny thing with that, where Sky Blue came out, and she was just helping. She was helping
Lord.
Julia Hart. I mean, she wasn't even in the ring, but it was like she got pinned, and one of the I forgot who it was, uh, thought they won. They was like, yeah, no, Sky Blue's not even in the match. She was like, what the hell? So Thunder Rosa and her Athena they just had a great one, great show on the Supercard, Ring of Honor Supercard. So hey, she did, by coming back and wrestling, a day later and putting on a show like that. I give it to her. Definitely
Yeah,
give it to her. How she
yeah,
won,
yeah.
it was great.
Well,
Uh,
that's what she does. That's what she does. Another great, another person with a great finisher. Um,
mhm.
I think. I mean, she's been ROH Women's Champion for over a
Oh
year now.
yeah, yeah. I think
I mean,
longest now.
yeah. So it'll kind of make sense, you know what I mean, if she's going to get a shot, you know what I mean, that she should get this shot while still holding the ROH belt. Because apparently, everything's cross promotional because obviously AEW owns both,
Yeah.
but everything's cross promotional now. So it's not like, like WWE tries to keep Raw and SmackDown exclusive as far as titles are concerned. So she might be able to she'll get that shot. I think her and Tony would be a hell of a match.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
Be
Yeah.
a hell of a match.
So we think it's coming. I'm suppose it's coming. So hey, why
I
not?
hope so.
Yeah. So let's move on to the men. The men's casino gauntlet match winner MJF. Now it's kind of like, what do they not give? Who does MGF know? I mean, what connections? How close is him and Tony Khan? Because what hasn't he won already? He's won that Diamond Ring like twice. He's won tournaments. He's won titles. He's the gauntlet match winner. It's like going after the title. Now he gets that spot where he can get a shot at any time. Are we tired of MGF? Like, I mean,
I'm
I
not.
yeah.
I'm not, and it's not just because that. It's because like he is highly entertaining,
That's it.
and he gets Tony Khan gets it. You know what I'm saying when it comes to him, right? Um, he pay as MJF said. That's why Tony pays me the big bucks, right? And as he should. He's a draw. He puts butts in seats, right? That this whole point of this anyway was to get MJF back in a championship picture after he came back from his after injury, because they've put him with all these different, did this, did some other stuff with him, and then they put him with the Hurt Syndicate, and they've done all these other things with him as opposed to putting him back into, what I'm saying, basically where he left off. Right? It's almost they had to build him back up to that point. I'm saying, unlike people like say Swerve, right? Swerve lost the title, but Swerve is still talked about in title reigns or title runs, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
MJF was almost kind of written off as just kind of doing a sideshow kind of thing with other folks for the meantime. But yeah, now this brings him back full circle, and to get that match anytime, because now you see something with say MJF, Swerve, Hangman, uh, what I'm saying, just in that little, and hell, Will, just in that right there. You know what I'm saying? You got
Mm-hmm.
really good wrestlers right there who can all have great matches together. And again, another opportunity for AEW to tell a good story. I mean, they haven't had I mean, the only everything that and I will get to it, but you know, they need to take advantage of these things. And so when we move on, I'll explain a little later.
Gotcha. Because yeah, I mean, that's the one thing I do love. His attitude, his I don't give a F personality. He's gonna talk about you. He, I mean, his promos are, I mean, they are one of a kind mostly,
Hmm.
and he does. He can put on.
Absolutely.
He's an entertainer. Let me get you that.
He is an
He's an
entertainer.
entertainer,
Absolutely.
no doubt. MJF. Now let's get to the nitty gritty to finish the show. Adam Page defeats John Moxley to become the new AEW World Champion. Now, of course, we knew there was going to be shenanigans, and we knew
Oh
there
yeah.
was going to be interference, but this was is kind of one. My thing was kind of how it ended was one of my shockers of the weekend so far, as in who showed up and how it went down. Because when they was like the masked man came down, he was like, hold up, who's this guy coming in? And you seen those yes, yes, and yes going, and you already knew he
Yep.
he hit Willa Yuta with that knee, and I was over. He snatched off the mask, and he's like, "Oh, Daniel Brams, Daniel, he is back. That day, he is
Yeah.
back." So
Yeah.
then we get even more from the Raptors. Darby Allen comes swinging down, propelling like no other, and saying he's back. This man went and climbed Mount Everest. And now he's like, okay, I'm finished with that task. Let me
No.
go back. That's
Nope.
what he does. He's crazy. This stuff is crazy. But I thought, I mean, I think it is about time. I think Moxley, myself, will be gone. Maybe he's going to disappear maybe for a while. I think it's like a maybe I'll give him a break. Who knows? Spend some time with the fam. I mean, because you've been marching around here thinking it's your world and how everything go, but that whole reign that he had, where he was like I'm trying to think how he was even saying it, like y'all don't understand, like how I want to make these things right. I'm gonna. I don't think they really the push the story of it really didn't go a certain way because then you had the young bucks show back up and they was trying to talk it into him like I didn't get the ending of the story, the ending of what are you getting to AEW. What was his agenda? There we go. What was John Moxley's agenda to get to that he never got to?
I get it, and I felt that. I think it was more on along the lines of the story for Hangman, right? Think about it like this, and this is the way I thought when I saw it. It just brought back. It's not necessarily the same thing, but it brought memories back to me when Cody won, when Cody beat Roman, and then John Cena shows up, and then the Undertaker shows up, right? Just
Mm-hmm.
adds and builds more stuff to the match, right? Um, and then in the end, Swerve shows up. You know what I'm saying, with the chain, and you know all throws him the chain and all that kind of thing. I think that part of the story was really really good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was actually story, right? It was actually beef between Swerve and Hangman.
Oh, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? It was and then you added those other elements to that. I think it made it a lot better. But that when I was talking about story, they actually took advantage of this situation to be able to tell a story. Now, this was more long term storytelling,
Mm-hmm.
which is a good thing, especially if you're going to do that for your primary, your biggest pay per view of the year. I think that's a perfect time to have that long storytelling come into play. But that's what made this all the more. It was bigger than just taking the this out of the title out of the briefcase, right? That was a huge moment.
Right.
It was a huge moment right there. You know what I'm saying? But it everything that came with it made that moment so much better.
I'm with
Because
you.
again, it means something. They made it mean something.
Yeah, I liked it where has like you said, the story, as in Adam Page had to get to the point and where him and Strickland sat down face to face and they had to look at each other and like, hey, do you regret because we did some crazy stuff to each other. Like we did this. Hey, I did this to you. Like your family, because they had Adam Page. They was talking like, "Hey, my family's gonna be here. My son still wakes up at night talking about he sees you." I'm like,
Right,
okay, okay. Swerve's like, you know what? I'll stay away from your peeps. He was like, I'll stay away from them. He's like, all right, cool. But then Swerve had to go back and was like, hey, you know what? That house you burned up, the one I grew up in, I want to raise my kids in that house, their kids in that house. I'm like, really? I'm thinking to myself, that little that house, that juke joint house, you want to raise your kids up in there, like, all right. But it sounded good. It sounded good.
yeah,
But then he was like, you know what? It might have been better off though. It might have been a good thing. Erase the past. I'm like, okay, Swerve, let the past go. He was like, I hear you. Like, I want to let the house go. Things happen. But
right, right.
once they, that whole thing, because once you like these guys and stuff like that, Will Ospreay, like, y'all good? Y'all good? Like, I could, okay, I'm out. He's like, but
Yeah,
hey, can't go wrong. I mean, that was some good stuff. It led up to that. Like you said, the story long term and keeps going, and now we're gonna see where is this gonna lead to. Like, who's next up for Adam Page?
right. And yep, yep. And again, that's why I think you said you still got Swerves. He's still gonna want his shot again. Uh, your boy MJF, even even Osprey. I mean, Osprey is gonna get his eventually. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. I saw him posted Swerve posted something. You know what I'm saying? Because that look of almost of like acceptance. You know what I'm saying? After he won the title, and Swerve was standing out there looking at him. But he, with the picture, he made a post and said, "See you around, cowboy." So he's gonna get his shot. It's just a matter of when and what it's all gonna look like.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely agree with that. So as things gonna go on, they're gonna build from it, and this was a great pay per view to build from. And I give this, didn't have my rating system up, but my rating system on this, I give this at least a 4 out of 5, a four out of
Yeah,
five for
yeah,
all in, all
yeah. It was pretty. Yeah, and we anticipated Mox getting bloody, so he
in. Oh,
always does.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
It ain't a match without Moxley getting blood.
yeah. It ain't a pay per view unless he's bleeding to death. So
Yeah, you got that right. Somebody got to get cut open.
somebody.
Uh, so with all that has been said, I mean, it's time to call the wrap, people. It's time to call the wrap. So we're going to our final thoughts of the weekend. I mean, we still got Evolution tonight. We set our picks for it. We had, Ring of Honor Friday. We had SmackDown. We had AEW All In Texas. We had NXT Great American Bash. We had Saturday Night Main Event. All that plus what normally goes on in a week, that was 47 and a half hours of wrestling. I mean, and probably more because AEW put their from 3 o'clock and they wasn't over until 10, 9. Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that. So yeah, that was a long day. That was a long day.
absolutely.
What you think about it? What you think about this
I'm thankful for it.
week?
I love it. You know what I mean? Take advantage, strike while the iron's hot, as they say. Do all that. You know, WWE is always going to be WWE, right? They're always going to do their thing. They're always going to have a particular format, the way they handle their matches, stuff like that. Love it. Think it's great. AEW, if they, if anybody, for those folks who don't like AEW, and there are folks out there,
Yes, sir.
if AEW doesn't do anything well. They do pay per views fantastic.
I mean,
Sometimes they go a little long, a little long, but they do a fantastic, fantastic job at pay per views. You know what I mean? They're, it's we understand that there's not a lot of story and stuff that goes along with a lot of the matches that they have, but the matches themselves are bangers. So just take those folks who don't like AEW, just take that in consideration, please. But yeah, I loved it.
yeah, it was a jam packed week, no doubt. I mean, like you said, AEW. I mean, I love a good wrestling show. I mean, especially like I said, AEW. They are going to go. They're going to give you your money, even if you decide to pay. You going to the show, you're going to be there a while. Pack a lunch, pack a
Yes,
sack.
sir.
But they gonna give you your money's worth if you a wrestling fan in that ring, no doubt.
All day,
They
all day.
sometimes they don't give you the best storylines. They don't give you long term storylines cut. You like what's going on really and this and that. It's so much because they got so many factions, and individuals and titles now. It's like oh gosh, you trying to keep up too, trying to keep up. And WWE though with the Saturday night, it wasn't too bad. I give it that. Saturday night main event wasn't too bad at all. We gonna see what Evolution brings tonight, and then the NXT was just like, I mean, it was kind of like an average. I thought NXT could have been better than what it was, but it's kind of average for NXT because I think NXT's does great pay per views. Well, not pay per views, but their PLEs. They put on great PLEs also. So, but
They
it was
do.
a great week to watch wrestling, and everyone I hope y'all got to tune in to all week of wrestling and get y'all grub on. It was like a smorgasbord of wrestling, like a buffet. Pick what you want.
If you will.
So, with that being said, my man T Rock, myself, the Don, we got 2 words for you. Submission session. We out. Uh.